Qari Ishaq. Qari Ishaq is the founder and director of the National Huffaz Association UK. He has studied Tajweed and Qira'ah in Egypt and Morocco and is currently studying the Sam'a Qira'ah. He has authored the book called 365 Tips to Memorizing the Quran. He memorized the Quran at the age of 11, alhamdulillah. He also represented UK in various international Quran competitions throughout the world in countries such as Egypt, Croatia, India, and Morocco. He is actively involved in organizing and judging Quran competitions across UK. He has also recently established the Quran Movement UK, which is an online platform aimed at involving youngsters and spreading the love of the Quran. Qari Ishaq.
Jazakallah khair. Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Alhamdulillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي صدق الله العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, ulama kiram, youngsters, parents, etc., teachers, colleagues, thank you so much for the warm and kind invitation and introduction. And mashallah, I have been listening attentively to Muana Sayyid, mashallah, who had delivered a very, I would say, the most comprehensive Hifz teaching webinar I've seen in a long time, mashallah. May Allah take Khair Academy and maktabtraining.com from strength to strength. Alhamdulillah, very happy to be here, and I'm not going to take too much of your time, inshallah. And I would like to, first of all, by talking about a very exciting app we launched 2 years ago, which is called the Tahfidh Memorise app. As you can see on the screen, this is available on Google Play or on the App Store. You can simply click on Tahfidh Memorise and you type it in and it will come up either on the Play Store or the App Store. It's available on both Android and Apple devices around the world. It's free to download. There are no ads whatsoever. We have hundreds of Hifz resources. We have a Hifz quiz, as you can see, weekly Hifz quiz, which are updated. There are hundreds of Hifz tips, teaching tips. You can read the Quran in English, Arabic, and many translations. You can listen to over 250 reciters of the Quran. We also have a live, inshallah, Taraweeh link for Makkah and Medina coming this Ramadan as well, which is going to be updated every day, inshallah. So there's lots of platforms, lots of resources. Please do download, just type in Tahfidh Memorise app on Google and it'll come up, inshallah. And this is available to download for free. If you go to the next slide, inshallah. So this is a book, alhamdulillah, which I authored last year. It was published in April 2020. And alhamdulillah, we have sold over 4,000 copies worldwide. And alhamdulillah, many people have benefited from this book. We've sold the book in over 25 countries. And alhamdulillah, many Hifz students, teachers benefiting from it as well. So what does this book involve? So I do have, obviously, the copy of the book in front of me. And this book is an amazing book. It really is your handbook for memorizing the Quran. The book is not aimed just for a Hifz student or a Hifz teacher or someone who is memorizing the Quran. It's for anyone that wants to memorize the Quran. The terminology, the words that are used are very user-friendly. It caters for a very wide range of audiences. There's daily tips, hence the name 365 tips to memorize the Quran. So on a daily basis, you can read through these tips. The tips are structured in such a way that they're not too long. So for example, if you can see my screen here, the tips are literally concise. Within a couple of lines, couple of sentences, there are many tips in this book to guide you. And there's a very interesting journey behind this book. So the reason why the book was written, for many years, alhamdulillah, since I did my Hifz over 20 years ago, I realized that there was a very big demand for a book which allowed people to memorize the Quran. So this is basically my journey when I memorized the Quran and looking at all the challenges we faced as an organization for the last 5 or 6 years. And I've sort of put together the key tips that I believe will help someone in their memorization journey. So the contents are basically from the beginning to the end of a Hifz journey. So for example, section 1 is about preparation and intention. Section 2, inspirational advices from the past, the Sahaba, radiallahu anhum, and many other examples of previous predecessors regarding Hifz and the Quran. Section 3 is about choosing the right school and teacher, again, catering for those who learn hifz at home and privately as well. Section 4 is tajweed, reflecting and correct recitation, which is a very important part of the Quran memorization journey. Section 5 goes on to a very interesting section, which talks about the diet, memory, and revision methods. Very interesting foods that you can eat that will help to increase your memory structure in your brain as well. Section 6 is utilizing support resources and technology. Obviously, this book was written just before COVID last year. So since then, so many technological advancements have been made, which inshallah, this book will cover some of those. Section 7 is Ramadan memorization tips. So there's 30 tips for Ramadan, which will help you in your Quran memorization journey. Section 8 is a beautiful selection of 30 Quranic du'as selected from the Quran, which will help you to, inshallah, hopefully get some more barakah in your memorization. And section 9 is life after memorizing the Quran, which I think is the most important section, because many people fail to understand the Quran memorization journey is not for the actual duration of your hifz journey. It's for life. My ustad said to me, may Allah give him a long life. He said to me, the easiest part is when you memorize the Quran, but the hardest part is when you have to retain what you've memorized every single day for the rest of your life. So the book is apt, is to the point. It's structured, as I just mentioned, it's concisely presented. It's carefully selected advices for all audiences. So it's not just for teachers, for students, for doctors, for lawyers. It's for anyone that wants to connect with the Quran. And it's a must-buy for anyone in the Quran memorization journey. The book is only £9.99, which is the retail price. And there are going to be some Ramadan discounts happening as well. I also like to mention, I noticed in your PowerPoint earlier, so we do stock this book as well, the Hifz Record Book, which is available on our website. So you can actually purchase these both as a bundle for £10.99 from our website, which is getmy365.co.uk. It's a special Ramadan price to purchase both. If you go to the next slide, inshallah, something which I wanted to share with you, which is an upcoming project, inshallah, which is hopefully going to be announced in Ramadan. So if you can go to the next slide, please. Sorry. So this is the next book that I'm writing, which is called 365 Tips to Help You Teach the Quran. It's coming very soon, inshallah. We will be taking pre-orders for this book in Ramadan, inshallah. So within the next four or 5 weeks, we will be confirming where you can pre-order from. Inshallah, the aim of this book is to help teachers and parents. So two main audiences. We have noticed teachers and parents. A lot of what you've heard today in today's workshop will be included in this book. And this book is mainly targeted towards anyone who wants to teach the Quran. Even if you're someone who's a Hifz student, but maybe 5-10 years time, you want to maybe teach the Quran, there's going to be visual learning. There's going to be space for you to write notes, to take notes. There's going to be tips, 365 tips. There's going to be very interesting aspects of this book, which moves on from the 365 tips book. Currently, the memorization book, so this book here is around 60 to 80 pages long. The teaching book will be probably double the size of that. We're looking at maybe between 150 to 200 pages. So it will be ideal for you to purchase, to pre-order, inshallah. And again, it's mainly aimed towards parents and teachers, those that want to teach their children the Quran. And when I did my research before I started writing this book, I noticed that there's the Safar Qaida, the An-Nasiha series, there's many tajweed books, etc. around. But in terms of a guide to help a parent teach their child Quran, this book will be, I think, a game changer in the sense that it will give you daily motivation, tools, tips. There's going to be some sections on autism and children with learning SEND. Alhamdulillah, I've been a secondary school teacher for the last 10 years, and I work closely with children with special educational needs, so it will cater for that as well. It'll also cater for blind and deaf students as well. We've done lots of research around this area, so inshallah this book will definitely, I think, change and hopefully help many parents and teachers who wish to teach the Quran.
The National Hufad Association UK is pleased to announce the official launch of Tahfidh Memorise this Ramadan 2019. An exciting and innovative new app which contains all the tools and resources you need to memorize the Quran. Whether you've already memorized the entire Quran, parts of it, or are aspiring to memorize the entire Quran, this app is suitable for everyone. Key features of the app: weekly Hifz quiz, Hifz Tracker and Hifz Tester, available only on Android devices. Hifz Resources, read the Quran in Arabic or English. Access to over 280 mesmerizing Quran reciters from around the world. NHA UK live stream. Stay connected with all our live events wherever you are in the world through our live stream video feature. The Tahfidh Memorise app is free to download on the App Store and Play Store for both Apple and Android devices. Share and download the Tahfidh Memorise app today and connect even more closely with the Quran this Ramadan.